underneath. It's so big! She must be ugly. She don't want to show its face. Holy cow! Oh. Jeez, that is a tank. What a tank! All right, let things go. Hey Tom,
What?
did you hear about Ole and Lena who went for a drive out in the country?
No.
And they had a beautiful day, and it had rained the night before, and they got off the road. Next thing you know, they're stuck in the mud. And so they get out, and they try everything, and he's getting branches, and he's getting logs, and he's trying to stick underneath the tires, and he still can't get out. And finally he tells Lena, he says, take all your clothes off, we got to stick it underneath these tires to get some traction. So she takes all of the tires, or all of her clothes off, and gives it to him, and he still can't get out, and he's stuck underneath the car, and he can't get out. And all finally he says, Lena, you're going to have to run to a farmhouse or someplace around here for help. He says, I can't get out, and we're stuck. We need some help. So all she's got is her shoes on. So she goes running down the road, and she comes to a farmhouse, and she gets there. And finally, she notices she doesn't have any clothes on, so she takes her shoes off quick and knocks at the front door, and the lady comes out and says, can I help you? And she goes, Ole's stuck and he can't get out.
Look up here, smile.
Hey Tom,
What?
did you hear about the Midwest boy that moved out to Los Angeles?
No.
Well, he moved out there and didn't have a car to get around, so he would ride the bus to work and back every day.
Okay.
So he was riding the bus, and a few days, and all of a sudden they come to, you know, a stop, and a guy gets on, and he goes up to the bus driver while he's on the steps, and he goes like this, and the bus driver goes like this, and the guy goes like this. And he gets off the bus. And the guy's sitting in the back. The kid's sitting in the back, and he's looking up there, and he's watching that. And he's one of the last to get off the bus. And he says, by the way, bus driver, he says, what was that all about? Well, that guy, he rides the bus once in a while. He's deaf and dumb, so we have to communicate by sign language. And so he says, this day, he asked me, he says, are you going all the way? He says, no, going half the way. He says, are you going past the milk factory? He says, nope, just past the ball diamond. He goes, oh shit, I'm on the wrong bus. Tom,
Yes.
did you hear about the Rich Texan?
No.
He wanted to fly over to England. He heard about their bidders over there. So he got on his private plane, flew over there, landed at the airport, hurried off, grabbed his luggage, went up to the first pub that he could find, busts through the door, says, hey, he says, I'm so-and-so, I'm from Texas. I flew all the way over here just to taste some of your famous English bitters. And the pub manager says, well, he says, I'm sorry, we're all out of bitters today. But we do have some excellent tea. He goes, oh. He says, yeah, we have some French tea, which is 80% aroma, 20% substance. And then we have some Russian tea, which is 80% substance and 20% aroma. And then we have some English tea, which is preferred. And the Rich Texan sat there for a little while, and he says, you know, he says, that's about like it is back in Texas. He says, you know, back in Texas, we have FART, which is 80% aroma and 20% substance. And then we have SHIT, which is 80% substance, 20% aroma. And then we have CUNT, which is preferred.